Hi, I'm Shaunta Swan from LP Creations Photography, and I'm a photographer here in Springfield, Mass. So the reason why I got into photography was because of my best friend. I was trying to figure out a hobby to do, and she was like, hey, you're the selfie queen, so why don't you just get into photography? So I went to go research on it, and I told her, hell no. All the cameras, like Canon, Nikon, all these cameras are so expensive, and I'm like, no, I'm broke, I'm poor. So I didn't want to dip out of my savings into it, but she kind of, gave me that extra push into doing it. So that's why I got into photography. So my best experience as a photographer would be my models. They inspire me, which is really great. One of my top models that's on my page, if I send her any type of photos that I have seen from Pinterest or other photographers that I follow on IG, she is like, I love it, I love it, I love it. Let's do this, let's do that. So it's like positive feedback, which is really great. So my worst experience as a photographer, it will probably be like looking at different photographers on IG and like thinking, wow, I wish I can do what they're doing. So like getting their name into like these big magazines like Vogue, Vanity Fair, like different magazines, Teen Vogue, all these places. And I'm like, I really want to have my name out there. So I think I'm probably like my worst critic. So my biggest inspiration has been my family, my friends. I have like two people. I have one of my top, like a very special guy friend, and my best friend. They're like my harshest critics. So if I was to send them a photo, they're tearing me down. Like, no, this is not, you shouldn't do this, this pose was not right. The color scheme, I don't like this. And I'm kind of like, dang it, I thought this photo was like really great. And they were just like, no, you need to scratch this. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I take the criticism, but I'm also hurt by it. But I love it because if my friends can't tell me what I'm doing wrong and I go to somebody else and they're just like, wow, I love this, then it's not positive for me and it's not gonna make me work 10 times harder than what I need to do. And another person is my grandfather. He is amazing. But he's also a harshest critic because I'm like, oh, Pop, I have this thing. And he was like, are you getting paid for it? Because I hope you're getting paid. Because if you're not, then I don't understand why you're doing this job. This don't make any sense. Keep bringing the money back in. And I'm like, okay, Pops, all right, I got you. Like, I'll bring the money home. So, yeah. So my creative goal would probably be, music wise, like I love listening to jazz music. I grew up on jazz. So when I get into the studio, it's kind of like the music kind of takes over. And most of my models will say like I'm kind of mean a little bit because I'm very direct. So what particular pose I put you in, I want you to stay in that pose. But also, I also want you to have free range of like doing things. So I'm very like hard on them, and I try not to be, but I just want these photos to tell a story. So yeah, that'd be one of the biggest. So the pros of being a Black female photographer, and with this right now in this type of social media age, it's really great because everybody is embracing African Americans of different cultures and everything, different minorities. So with that being said, that's on the rise. So that's really great. They actually take my work seriously, and that's what I love. The cons would be that because I'm a woman, I feel like I have to work 10 times harder in this type of business. I also feel as though a lot of people may not take you seriously also being a female because you're walking into this male dominant type of world and you're telling them that this is my work and this is my creativity and you're gonna take me seriously and that's it. When it comes to, different pricings, different type of, looks that you want to give a person, anything, you walk into and have that business mindset. And I think that's probably one of the cons because like I said, I don't think a lot of people take us seriously. So those would be the pros and cons for it. So my hopes for the future would be that I get to do more submissions into getting magazine offers, I really am praying that one of my top models actually gets signed to an agency. So that'll be great for her, because I want to see people on my team win. And I think that's like one of the biggest. I always kind of look at them and want to push for them and not for myself. So if they make it, then I make it. But if you talk to them, you know, their biggest thing is if I make it, we all make it. So it doesn't matter. But I just try to hope that whoever's on my team and whoever I get them signed to any type of agency, if they're making it, I'm perfectly fine.